All right, Shalom. All right, all right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, Barakatham. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that were well, and a salute and a shalom to all the Akim that are out to labor pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. I was going through, this is an Ancient Manner and Customs lesson. I was going through the Ancient Manners and Customs and came across this one. It's called Safe Conduct. Okay? This is Nehemiah 2:7. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come into Judah, right? It says, it is still customary in many parts of the East to obtain letters of recommendation or orders for safe conduct when the traveler desires to visit different districts under one central authority. Without the letters of recommendation or orders for safe conduct, without these, he could not travel in comfort or safety, but having them, those to whom he presents them are bound to protect them. Thus, Nehemiah was able to travel safely throughout the Persian Empire. Right? I looked up letters of recommendation, having letters of recommendation in the ancient world. Right? It says letters of recommendation, known as literature, commendation. I believe that's how you say that. Were essential for travelers in the ancient world, right? And yeah, in the ancient Greco-Roman world to secure hospitality, um, uh, patronage, and safety in unfamiliar cities. These letters leveraged existing friendship networks to guarantee a traveler's character and trustworthiness, functioning as functioning functioning as crucial social credentials rather than mere job references. Right? Now, this is the purpose of letters of recommendation or orders for safe conduct. It say purpose that the purpose they facilitated entry into a new they facilitated entry into new communities by introducing a traveler to a host, ensuring they were welcomed and trusted. Social function. They were based on the concept of friendship, where a reputable person would vouch for another, often a younger client seeking favor, thereby strengthening patronage networks. Content. Rather than listing skills, these letters focused on the traveler's honor and trustworthiness and character. Now, let's get this. Wow, I never knew that. This is edifying, man. Let's yep. Says Nehemiah's answered prayer, right? It says, and it came to pass in the month Nisan, in the 12th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him. And I took up the wine. It says, and I took up the wine and gave it unto the king. Now I had not been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, why is thy countenance sad, saying thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very sore afraid, and said unto the king, Let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad, when the city, the place of my fathers, the sepulchres lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, For what does thou make request? So I prayed to Yahweh of heaven, and said unto the king, If it please the king, if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my fathers' sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto him, the queen is also sitting by him, For how long shall thy journey be, and when shalt thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Moreover, I said unto the king, If it please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I am come to Judah. Right? So the letters of recommendation was to basically ensure and guarantee that the person traveling into another traveling into another city in the East and ancient world, right? To make sure that they were safe, right? When traveling, and when they got into the city, that they had what? Yeah, that they had protection. So the governors of the next city, they were bound by the letter of recommendation. They were bound by that. They had to do what the letter said. They had to make sure that the person, or that the servant of the king was safe in that new city. Mm. Wow. Mm. Right. And hold on. Right. And it said and it said the letters basically talked about the servant's trustworthiness, right? His character, right? How loyal he was, how trustworthy he was. See, man. So letters of recommendation in the ancient world, man, was very important. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what Chat GPT say. Let's see what happened. Let's see what it say. Mm. Here it is. Let's get this. Letters of recommendation in the ancient world for travelers. It say, uh, Long before LinkedIn intros and embassy visas, travelers in the ancient world leaned hard on letters of recommendation. They were crucial. Moving between cities without local ties could be dangerous, illegal, or just impossible. The Greek world, say I don't know how to say this, epistole, I guess, and guest friendship in classical Greece. Travelers often carry letters of introduction, called systoliki, I guess that's how you say that. Epistole, letters that set someone up. It says these letters vouched for a traveler's character, status, and purpose. They were addressed to specific individuals or officials in another city, often tied to exena, um, guest friendship, a formalized bond between elite families across policies. Okay, a good letter could get you lodging, right? Have a room to lay your head, safe passage, access to assemblies or courts, business contacts. Without one, you were just another suspicious foreigner. So you did have a letter of recommendation. It would be dangerous for you to travel into another city that you have no ties to. A Roman world, a literary recommendation. Hold on, hold on, I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna call back real quick. Okay, I'll call him back in a minute. Okay, letters of recommendation, right? Okay, Romans perfected the genre. Elite Romans routinely issue letters of recommendation for friends, clients, freedmen, and even slaves. Hmm. Uh, it's a Near East royal letters and safe conducts in in Achaemenid Persian Empire and earlier Near Eastern states. Letters could be even more powerful. Nehemiah, 5th century BCE, carried letters from the Persian king Artaxerxes. These these commanded local governors to provide him safe passage and resources. See, man, I said what, man? I said that letter of recommendation bound the governors of another city in the Middle East, man. That they were bound by that letter, man. They had to make sure that the servant of the king was kept safe, man. Man, and I said that through the Rakakwadash, man. I said that through the spirit, man. I said that through the Rakakwadash. Wow, man. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. You see, yep, it says royal letters functioned as passports. Oh, so the letters of recommendation in the ancient world was they also functioned as what? Passports. work authorizations, orders backed by imperial force. Wow. I know. Wow. Amen. All right, man. So that's the lesson, man. Ancient manner and customs lesson, safe conduct. The letters of recommendation were very important in the ancient world. So with that, I say shalom.